Hi, I'm Danny and I'm the potter behind Mother and Mud. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to hand build a wavy bowl. So let's get started. After rolling out my slab to a thickness of 3 millimeters, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut around the edge. This will give me a clean edge to work with. Now with that excess clay that we're going to take off, just set it aside because we're going to use that to make the feet of the bowl. Now this is totally optional, but I'm using a stamp to add my brand at the bottom of the bowl. Now you're going to go ahead and grab your mold. I'm using just a small little jar that I'm going to set the clay slab over it, but you can use just about anything. So go ahead and place it on top of your mold and then just play around with your slab and give it some shape. With the bowl still on your mold, you're going to pick up your bowl and you're going to start pinching the edge of your clay, and you're going to do that all around the rim of your bowl. This is just so that you can start thinning out the rim so it's easier to work with. And then you're going to come back with wet fingers and use some water, and you're going to go over that rim again, and you're just going to thin it out more, make it a bit more seamless, and just play around with it and add curves to the rim as much as you want. Make sure not to use too much water because clay breaks down with water, so you don't want your edge to start breaking. Now, with that excess clay, you're going to do 2 small little balls, and we're going to use those to make the feet. So you're going to take both balls and you're going to cut them both in half. And that'll give you 4 little feet to add to the bottom of your bowl. Now I'm going to take my ruler and press on all 4 feet. This is just to give equal height to the feet so then my bowl won't wobble. Then I'm going to score my feet to attach them to my bowl. So now that I have all 4 feet scored, I'm going to also score the underside of my bowl where the feet will go. Now I'm going to add a bit of vinegar where I scored, both on the bottom of the bowl as well as on the feet. This helps the feet better adhere to the bottom of the bowl. You can also use slip. I just prefer to use vinegar. That's just my personal preference. Once you've added all 4 feet, you can go ahead and gently press down on all 4 of them to make sure that they're properly attached. I go back with my paintbrush to remove any excess vinegar, and then I also like to use my little wipeout tool at the seam of the foot just to make it more seamless. You're going to remove it from your mold when it's dried a little bit. I usually like to wait about half an hour. You don't want to leave it on too long, otherwise it's going to crack as it dries. When I put the bowl back on the table, I'm going to wiggle it a bit, and this is just to make sure that the feet are even. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!